Well, it's 1 o'clock and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. Open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. Take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida, LA, New York, San Francisco, Chicago. Just want to say welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe. I have to change my line.
Never change your line.
I got to change my line?
I know, someone stole it.
Somebody's been using the Brooklyn Cafe that's called...
There's a couple people
Boys
using...
from Brooklyn.
They're not using your line, they're using your name.
Boys from Brooklyn. This is a well-known radio station in New York City. I'm not going to say no names because it won't get technical. But the concept does work. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where all matters are discussed at the table.
All matters are discussed at the table. You can find us live streaming on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We have a new phone line open, so give us a call. I got to tell you what happened. You're going to laugh at me. I can't even tell you. 888-994-4995. Can I tell you what happened?
What happened?
Because I have to. I was trying to glue my wand to the Dawn doll.
I see what you did.
And instead, I super glued everything to my desk.
I see that.
So my coffee mug, but the wand didn't stick.
The wand is stuck to the bottom, to the table.
The wand didn't stick.
It's stuck to the table.
And everything else on my desk, my coffee mug keeps sticking to all of my notes because there's super glue everywhere.
I don't understand what you did. All you had to do was take one
work.
drop and put it on top of the hand and to put the one on top of the hand.
It didn't work. So we're going to have to figure out that technical issue that I have going on. I know. Sorry, just saying.
Unbelievable. But anyway.
But it is a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We have a full set today.
Full set.
Full set, so
How
give us
can
a
you
call.
see the show?
You can see us on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 888-994-4995. We have our phone systems up and running to hit our social media hour. We have the one and only Jackson with us, and Jackson says, Miss Dolan, can I bring a couple friends to the show from the Milagro Center? A couple friends? I think we need some more chairs.
I think the Milagro Center must be
How many
big.
cars did you take, or did you take the bus?
We have a van.
Okay.
We have a van, Milagro van.
I went to the Milagro Center the day the hurricane hit South Florida, and I met with Barbara Stark, and she showed me around, and she showed me all the artwork and everything that was happening there, and it was incredible. And then the hurricane came, and I just never got to reconnect with her.
Where is the center?
It's on Linton and...
No, it's on
Linton?
6th Avenue.
6th Avenue, Southwest 6th Avenue, in Delray Beach.
And I know we just got to get you closer to the mic,
Yeah,
Yes.
stand closer so you guys can
and
be
you guys
heard.
have to get really close to the mics because they're not wired.
Okay, so let me get this right. So you went to the Milagro Center. What is the Milagros? I've never been. What is it?
It's an after-school program, and we focus on mentoring teens through cultural arts, academics, and stuff like that. So we basically empower the teens so that they can have a brighter future.
Excellent.
And what Barbara had told me is you guys are on a wait list because once a teen comes into the center, nobody leaves until you graduate
It's
or
like
age
this
out.
place.
Nobody leaves, so they need more funding to expand your center or open up a satellite, correct?
Yeah. Well, right now we're working on expanding the teen center and open to split it in two so we can have a middle school and high school. That's in progress right now. So that's new.
Is that going to be on the same campus or someplace else?
It's going. We have an additional building right next to the teen center, so that building will be under construction.
And it's almost hidden.
Yeah.
I know. I don't
But
have
wait
a
a
good
minute,
sense
wait a
of
minute.
direction, but
Now you guys got me all totally confused here because you're talking about bringing in schooling into like a middle school and high school, or for the kids at that age.
Yes,
level?
after school.
that age.
After school.
After
yes,
school, at
between
that
12
age.
and 18.
Okay. And so you're
Yes.
doing tutoring on the premises?
Oh yes. We tutor the teens, ACT, SAT prep. We have one-on-one tutoring and counseling to make sure that they can maintain their grades when they come in. We take their report card and we assess it and see where they are, and help them. Also, there's Edline, so we have the computers so they can get online, and they could work on bringing their grades. And we've got a great increase in the past like 6 months, even greater. So good results.
It's really interesting because we work with a lot of companies that do things to help students get better. I mean, there's a lot of companies. JFS also, didn't Danielle come in and they had a program where they were paying for kids to take the SAT?
Rails Jewish Family Services. Remember they came to the AVID program and they met with you and they talked about it with Ms. Lulas about different funding that they had to help pay for the kids to get SAT and ACT. But Milagro works with not only teens. Don't you have a younger
Yes,
group
we
as
do.
well?
That's probably the center that you visited.
That's the one, okay.
Urban Avenue, which is a little off Linton.
Okay, that's
north
where I
of
went
Linton.
then.
Yes.
And what is the age group to that?
Because I knew the kids' artwork I saw. These were little kids' artwork that I saw.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, these
they're
aren't
young kids.
teenagers.
Well, we have a fund.
They're up until 11 years old. Yeah.
So what do they do at the center? It's an art center, I'm assuming.
Of
it's,
course.
Well, it's
Yes.
all after school. So the
Yeah.
kids are picked up by vans after school.
Oh, they're picked up?
They're
Yeah,
picked
we
up at
pick,
school.
yes, for the teen center. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, and then we have, the school bus will go to the other center, the Stars, and it will drop the kids off. Yeah.
Wow.
And they have activities, specific classes, art, music, and they have teachers and instructors who will come in and actually, teach the kids.
How late is this after school program open till?
We are open for the teen center. We are open up until 6:30, and the Star Center is open up until 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, when I was after school, my after school center was the streets.
Well, the intent is to keep the kids off the streets.
No, I understand that, but we used to make baseball leagues, not teams. We used to make leagues because there were so many kids after school. We used to hang out and we used to make leagues to stay out of trouble, what have you. But this is phenomenal, and they pick you up.
Yeah,
Who does that?
basically everything we do at the center is a sense of purpose, and that's the goal. From education, from assessing your report cards and making sure you increase your grades. In terms of art, if we do art, it's collected, it's displayed in the museum where we have several art shows from Boca Museum of Arts to the Cultural Council and the Cornell Arts Museum. And if it's music, we have done several performances throughout Delray Beach,
Right.
including the St. Patrick Day Parade, Walk Against Violence, several different performances. So we are very active. Steel drums, drum circle, singing,
Wow.
performances. We just did a performance at Chick-fil-A.
At Chick-fil-A.
How do you get involved in that?
Well, you can tell them how I got involved.
So we entered the spelling bee 2017, and Jackson, of course, won the high school for the spelling bee 2017.
He won
And
that too.
Yes, he's a winner.
He wasn't.
He's
He
an
wasn't only. It wasn't enough that he was the Heisman athlete of,
Yeah.
the country.
You know,
Now
it's
he
a-
wins the spelling bee, so you can spell.
Yeah, it's a whole train of, and then we from Malago Center we came in. We won first place for the middle school. So
Really?
yes, one of our teachers'
This
son.
gets better and better.
Yeah, so he won the middle school, and one of our teens who attended the year before, she actually tied with him to win the middle school. And then I saw Jackson, and to me, it's an opportunity because what we do at the teen center, one of the greatest strengths is collaboration, where you could interact with the city, the community, bring people in to see what we have to offer, and then we have resources that we offer the teens so that they can excel. So when I saw Jackson, it was an opportunity for me to introduce myself to him, which he was very receptive. And I asked him to come to the teen center, and it was just miracles.
It's only been a couple years.
Yeah.
We met Jackson a couple years ago. Right? You see the change?
I remember Jackson when I first met him. He was wearing a uniform at the school,
Right?
Criminal justice uniform?
Uh-huh.
and it's something you had a piece missing off your uniform, and you were going around looking like crazy for it. And then you granted there was an interview when we did the gig at the school.
Yeah.
What has the Milagro Center done for you? And I'm going to let you do all the introductions on
Yeah,
who we
you got a
have
lot of
and why
people
you
here.
brought them all forward.
We have Day Day here, and the reason why I brought Day Day because he is part of a band at the Milagro Center.
A band?
We have a band there.
Oh, he's
We
part of the
play
band.
music.
Okay.
Where do you play, Dave? We got to give him the
You
mic.
got a mic on Dave over there?
Mhm.
Can we get the third camera working at all, Nick? Or? Thanks. We're on.
Go ahead, you're on. Yeah,
Mhm.
just talk right into it.
I play the guitar, the bass guitar, on the at Milagro Teen Center. Like I've been playing for like 2 months and stuff like that.
Are you good?
Yeah. And,
He ain't shy, I tell you that.
yeah, and already I've been like they helped me like to play local like at places like Chick-fil-A, the Frog Fest, and other places like stuff that they like have on during the cities and galleries. So I just play local. So yeah, I've been learning how to play for a while.
How long have you been at the Milagro Center?
I've been there like I think 5 months, 6 months. Yeah, about 5, 6 months.
And how'd you find out about it?
I had found out about it because like my friend who used to go there, like he don't go there no more, but he used to go there, and like he like brought me into that place, and then like at first I didn't really know if I wanted to do it. Then like I guess I just liked the work that they had to help you with, and then like other than that I had just went, and then I had went, and I liked it more, and I learned new stuff there.
So let me ask you a question. What do you find, why do you keep coming back? Because a lot of centers, after school centers, you know, sometimes, I mean, how many times can you play checkers? How many times can you play this and play that? Well, why do you keep coming back? What do you find?
I come back because like my grades were like really wasn't that good, and then like Milagro, the G Center, like the mentors there, they actually helped me to improve my grade to like make it better. So like I achieved better and I got a better GPA than it was before.
Excellent. Right? That in itself is a gift. Right?
Who else do we have? We've got Day Day.
Yeah.
Warley. Warley is a leader at the Milagro Center. So tell you his impact there and why he loves it, why he keeps going back, and tell us where would you have been if it wasn't for the Milagro Center.
Hello everybody, I'm Warley, and
Speak up, Wally.
hello, I'm Warley, and the reason why I go to the Milagro Center is because it's really a good place to be, you know, to have fun and to learn new things. Because before, I was mostly out hanging with other friends, you know, going to the park, probably getting into trouble a little, and
He does use the word little.
and just really acting up sometimes for stuff I should not be a part of.
And how long you been going there?
A year now.
Okay.
I believe so. So one day, one of my friends told me, do I want to go with him to this place called Milagro? I told him I never heard of it, and it sounds boring because mostly I usually want to go somewhere else that sounds fun. And then when we
You
went,
get yourself in trouble, yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
and then when we went, he said it's not really that boring. So he showed me they had a basketball court. So I said, all right, I'll just go. And then that's when Mr. Anthony came up to me, and he started telling me what they do here. And I said, oh, seems pretty interesting. And then that's mainly why I stayed.
Now you said that he's a leader, right?
Mhm.
So what does it mean that you're a leader now? You from a place that you didn't want to go because it was kind of boring. Now you're a leader. How does that work?
Well, to be honest,
Like what you're part in school that you bring into the Milagro Center, the leader quality that you have.
to be a leader, what I did is I interacted with more of my school activities, like with more of like the student councils and like curricular activities that teachers had for us that most people didn't want to do. Like I did those. Like I just came back from a trip with my school and for crime prevention.
From Jacksonville.
Yeah, from Jacksonville, and it was really informative, and it taught us a lot of new things about what happens in black communities. Also, I got more activities with kids that are not doing too well in school themselves, and like little ones, like
That's the key right
preschoolers and kindergartners. I mentor them a little
That's
on my free time.
Well, you know, you've become a role model, right? You join an organization, and thanks to this remarkable guy. And
Mirror Man, everyone's commenting. Keep up the great work, fellas.
yeah, I mean, it's a home
You're an
run.
inspiration to so many.
Now you're a role model, which is different than just being a teacher, because people will look at everything that you do because of how you act, which is a whole different ballgame. You know, it's really strange because when we first met you, I always said that greater things are coming your way. And it isn't about just what you do for you. I mean, you're a great athlete. You know how to spell. I can't spell for beans. I tip my hat to that. But it's how these lines now, you're touching other lines, you know, and younger the lines. And I can see why you're so excited because you're surrounded by greatness.
Powerful.
This is
Who's the young lady we have with us? You got girl power.
She's new to the Milagro Center.
You're
so
What's your name?
Kenda? Grab that mic, Kenda, because
I don't know. Knew you can't be shy. You came in the van with all these guys. There's got to be something pretty
she's
special
you
about
can't
you.
be on TV and be shy. I mean, you gotta speak it up. So you're new. How long you been there?
I don't really count it, but to me, Milagro, it kind of means everything to me, even though I'm new to it. Like, I feel safe there. I feel comfortable. There's friends to play with. There's everything you want to do, try, like music, spelling. For now, for me, I'm trying out for the spelling bee. I hope I could do it just like how Jackson did it, represent Milagro. I hope I could do the same thing.
Excellent. And for somebody who's shy, she has good words to say.
And after school's over, right? Is school over or essentially over this week?
what
What
happens?
happens for
this
the
is
summer?
first week. Well, we have a full program for summer camp, and one of the things we want to do is to make sure we incorporate academics along with the summer camp. Last year we got a second place for showing in the video for prime time. It was after school, and we came in second place, showing that we incorporate academics in summer camp. So that's like she said, she's preparing for spelling bee. We do stuff like speed math, you know, and tutoring one-on-one, stuff like that, you know. So
We have a program. You heard me? I don't have to say anything. I just look at you.
yeah.
Nick, thank you very much. Nick is always
Thanks, Nick. Nick
on
is
the
running
ball.
our camera. And
How
we've got
quick
two
you can
other
say
young
that.
gentlemen. Before we tell you this amazing opportunity, who else do we have
we got
with us?
Mr. Tommy right here. He does it all. He raps. He plays ball. He's like an awesome athlete, and he's also a leader at the Milagro Center. Kids look up to him. He records. He does like these video things at the Milagro Center. So, Tommy, tell him what you do. Where would you have been
And how
without the
long-
Milagro Center?
How old? How long
Come on,
ago?
move closer to
Yeah.
the mic. That's all right.
I've been going to Milagro ever since 3rd grade at the teen center. And you know what I do there is
You have a future in the radio too. Let me tell you something.
I'm gonna say we've got some voiceover spots you can do for us.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah, but I do everything at Milagro. And like Jackson said, people look up to me. Yeah, they literally look up to me.
Why? Because you're so tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. He has principles, you know. He has the ways that if he sees somebody doing something wrong, he will correct them. You know, if he sees anything, he will correct it. He will step up. He takes the initiative to get involved. And he's the manager of our studio room. So he has to make sure everything is in perspective. He has to take inventory and make sure all the cameras and everything we have in the 3D room is secured, and to make sure that they follow the
I have a
rules.
story about that. Just yesterday,
Yeah.
I heated up some chicken and I made some lemonade so I can go look at my emos in the studio where he was at.
I'm coming for dinner.
So I had my chicken in my hand from Chick-fil-A and my lemonade, and I opened up the door to the studio. And I said, "Hey Tommy, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you mind if I eat in here while I check my email?" He said, "No, you can't eat in the studio, bro." I said, "Bro, I thought we were cool. Like, nobody can eat in the studio." And I'm like, "Oh, I respect that."
No,
So
He's right. He tells me
keeps
all the
things
time.
in check. He keeps things in
He
check.
says no coffee,
That
no
was
water
good.
near our equipment.
Yeah,
He says
it's good
because all it
stuff.
does is
Yeah.
get wet and you're done, right?
It's
brings,
great
it
leader.
brings critters and you have other problems. Okay, you play also baseball?
Nah, I play basketball.
Basketball.
How
What
tall are you?
position?
Yeah, he's got the grip.
I play 2 through 5.
And what position do you play? Center?
Oh, I play small forward.
Small forward.
Yeah.
You must play with some tall guys. But small forward.
Yeah. It don't matter.
I hear you're a good athlete. Now, that coming from,
Jackson.
you know,
Great
athlete of the country here.
Great athlete.
And you guys seem to be working with Chick-fil-A, yeah?
Yes,
Because I know
most
that
definitely.
you
We
had-
work with we have few
Chick-fil-A
sponsors.
they give us
Chick-fil-A,
food.
Anthony's
Cold
Pizza.
Fire Pizza. Yeah, they have been giving us, Chick-fil-A give us food on Wednesdays and Mondays. Anthony's give us pizzas on Fridays. And we really appreciate it. And the food that they give us makes a difference too, because when the teens come in, they have good food to eat. And we have performed at Chick-fil-A. We did an art display, and we did music presentation, and we would do that also at Anthony's Cold Fire Pizza.
That's
So,
a tremendous advantage when you can't learn when you're hungry. And
Yeah.
one of the things I've never understood about the Board of Ed, I mean, when I went to school, I used to tell my parents, you got to give me $250, I think it used to cost.
Yeah.
You know, you used to eat, we used to play football, so we used to eat like monsters. But what they give away now is ridiculous, and half the kids don't want to eat it, so you walk around hungry all day. How can you learn when you're hungry? It makes no sense.
yeah.
How many kids or teens, I should say, are at your center?
At the center, I would say we have about 35 enrolled. For the summer, it's about just a little bit over that too. So yeah, I'll say average around 35
Which is
enrolled.
It's just a drop in the bucket, though, of what's going on in Delray.
What we wanted, we were making an impact in Delray, and the vision is to reach out to the community, to reach out to all the teens, to give them the opportunity to utilize the resources that we have to offer. And we have we have the set plan where they could see the results. We have people like Tommy who could show an example, Wally, Dede, who's been playing the bass just for 4 months and performing. Then we have people like Ferrari also. So
Ferrari.
We haven't
Yes.
heard from Ferrari yet.
Ferrari.
Ferrari, the big man, the big show, man. Like awesome football
I was
player,
gonna say, you
Ferrari
have to play
girl.
great
football.
football player.
What position does the Ferrari play?
I'm like an all-around guy. I play the whole line, both ways.
On both lines.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big running back. Well, you know a little bit about getting behind a big guy,
Yeah.
right?
And do you all go to the same school?
Us 4 brothers in school.
What school do you go to?
The Village Academy.
Village Academy?
Now, I have a question before we move on, which I'm really curious about. There's a studio. Yes, I know. There's a
I've seen
studio you have, right? Tell me about the studio. What kind of studio is this?
Oh, you know, it's a video plus recording studio. We don't have a box right now, but you can still record, and I edit videos.
3D printing.
Yeah, we do 3D printing.
green screen video.
Green screen.
So you're doing like commercial spots and stuff like that? You can do all that?
Like video.
We could, yeah.
Do you do any streaming or anything like that?
Not right now.
We need to talk.
Yeah, we've, like I said, everything is a sense of purpose. So the 3D printing we did for the display at the Cornell Arts Museum,
Right.
we had a skeleton and we printed all the organs, and we turned art and we painted it, and we had that displayed in the museum. We had several videos that we did in collaboration with the library, where we had additional 3D printing there, and also we displayed it in the Cornell Arts Museum. So we had videos about spelling words, video about fun, his video about us winning the coming second place with Prime Time. So the video productions, we make sure that we put it out there, and it's a sense of purpose, 3D printing, and music.
And you run the equipment?
Yeah.
Also recording artists.
Well, you do music, I'm sure, because I see the
Yeah.
people in here play music as well. But it's interesting because the wave of the future is video. It's been going on with Facebook now, 4 years? And all the other platforms are getting involved as well.
Yeah.
The difference in the game is younger minds look at things in younger ways. So 3-minute, 5-minute videos is a big hot subject matter. The Instagram now, yes, I'm going to announce it. Instagram is about to get in the game too, because they used to vanish after 24 hours.
Yeah.
Now they're going to make it so that it stays like Facebook and YouTube and everything else. And the reason they're doing that is because the marketability in it is so huge. To get your center out, and you have your own commercials that play on different formats in different places, people then will say, well, wait a minute. Chick-fil-A is there, and some other sponsors are there. We want to be there.
Interesting.
And what you got going on here is a vault of talent.
Yeah.
Right? You can do sporting events. You can do music events. You can do telenovela in Spanish. You guys call it soap operas.
Yeah.
But those things are huge in the market. People watch it.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if you take all that stuff and you put it on millennials, on young minds? It's just.
But as a matter of fact, we had a guest on a couple weeks ago, and he founded a program called Our Rock Project. And Our Rock Project reaches into all schools. I'm trying to introduce him to Ms. Lula's as well, where they do anyone of all ages are able to make a documentary.
On your cell phone, it doesn't make a difference how you make it.
A documentary about the topic of your choice. Of course, they all get vetted because it has to be appropriate. And it's to share their expertise. They will help find you mentors to make this documentary, to help you with the content. And it all gets sent to a film festival next year with prizes and awards.
And monies.
And
Great.
monies awarded.
We'd like to follow through.
So, and he's local in Delray,
with
Michael
that,
Van Lannen, and we will get you in touch with him. And we have offered him, for all the finalists or any new shows, new videos, documentaries that he has entered, to bring them on to show the documentary and use our platform to highlight what's going on. And you guys would all be just incredible. He's trying so hard to reach out into the local community, and with what you're doing is incredible.
Yep, and he can call you, and the two of you can collaborate on.
Most definitely.
putting
We
that
would
together.
love to do that.
But it's amazing because you look at the ability. I mean, think about you put a music video together that you're in charge of that has a message, maybe for kids, maybe for whatever, and then that's seen all across the country, not just in school, but I mean everywhere. Because these guys, they're everywhere. You know, everybody wants
Love
to
it.
see video.
Yeah.
It can bring a real highlight reel to attention to what you're doing. I applaud it. This is a fantastic opportunity.
How many kids are in your band? You've got to take the mic.
Right now, it's like me and my brother, but it's like I also got a friend, but it's like, yeah, you can say just me and my brother.
What does your brother play?
My brother, he plays the drums. Right now.
Well, there's also more too, because basically him and his brother playing, the bass and guitar, but we do have steel drums, and Wally has been practicing steel drums. He
Nice.
was practicing ukulele yesterday.
Ukulele.
Yeah, and so we have girls that sing a cappella and stuff like that. So it's a different. We have a show every 3 months at the teen center, and the purpose of the show is to show the teens talent. And then we have an open mic. We invite the community to come and be a part of it, and the drum circle. So we do a lot of drumming and stuff like that too. So they have again, sense of purpose. When they perform and when they practice, they can go out there and they know that they're performing.
Now, do you have a winner at this event? Somebody wins, or it's just to show it all off?
No, right now it's just a performance. We had several performances. They did comedy skit. They did. He did spoken word. We had teens go up and do a cappella. Some teens just went up and give a speech. We had parents that acknowledge the growth of their teens, who came and gave testimonies and stuff. So the show has a great sense of purpose. And at the end of this month, we should be having another one. And we would love for you to be a part of it.
Well,
That would be great.
Maybe we can bring something.
As long as it's not on a certain night of the week, we're good.
No, but if there is like some one of the.
We can bring you here too.
We could bring a winner, not a winner. I don't want to call it a winner because you get all crazy.
Yes,
I mean, maybe somebody who you will vet and say, okay, this. Put it on the.
I get crazy because to me you're all winners because you have found the Milagro Center, and when we first met Jackson, for him it was getting himself out of the streets. And whatever reasoning you all found the Milagro Center, you're all winners because you're all succeeding and achieving and growing. So that's why he said to me, I don't like winners because I think all of you just being here is a purpose. And Murray from New Zealand is watching you guys. So hi, Murray. Hi, Noah. Everyone's watching. They're saying hi. They're impressed. You've got Mirror Man. You've got Coach Nick. Everyone's saying hi. They're just so impressed with all that you've achieved.
And it's funny because you guys don't realize that you have a tremendous amount of people that will support what you're doing. Don't think that you're going about this alone. The important thing is, when you're a role model, when you're talking to kids, when you're doing the right thing, and, sometimes doing the wrong thing seems to happen in your life, but when you're doing these things, there's a lot of people out here that are going to applaud and help you. Our gang looks at what you're doing. That's what the message is all about. We do this every day, 5 days a week.
Well, that would be a nice venue to bring our gang to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they'll have fun, and they will listen. We can put something together where you will pick one of the elements from the show and we'll put it on the end.
We love to do that.
And again, it may be doing some kind of internship where you got Nick over here, who's one of the brilliant stars, and he's training interns on how to do production.
Nick and Alana are both in college.
They are, and this stuff is not. It becomes repetitive. It becomes easy, but I can appreciate when you're running a studio and tell somebody no eating in the studio. And that takes a little bit upstairs to get that done. So there's a lot of opportunities, but again, everybody who's watching is applauding the fact that you guys have stepped forward. So don't think you're alone because you're not alone. You have lots of people who will come forward and help.
And each of these teens here, each one of them have special qualities that they bring to the table. Like Ferrari too, if you want to express a little more about your growth and your self-esteem that you have established through the Milagro. I don't know if you want to emphasize on that, but
my first day at Milagro, it was just that one friend, like that close friend that I always be with. Then when one day we just decided to go to Milagro, then I ended up liking it. Then we kept going over. Then I met Mr. Anthony. Then that's when I got to I got to know more people. And I got more open because my self-esteem was low at first. It was to be just that one friend, couple friends. Now I'm basically like open to meet anybody. My self-esteem is high. Basically.
And were you in the football at the Village Academy?
I also play for Village, and it actually inspired me like to be open to do other stuff, and that's how I started playing football. Also. Yeah,
I'd like to also emphasize on Jackson's role because he's got the plan. Right? We've had several teachers that came into the teen center. Great teachers, art teachers, music. When Jackson came into the center, he was able to connect with the teens on their level. They listen to him, they look up to him. And what Jackson did too was to bring in his mentor. What's her name?
You brought in JJ.
So they were able to see that Jackson is looking up to JJ, and the whole reaction. So he's the leader of the Teen Advisory Council. He sits mentors and tutors also. And so it's a great impact. And also he has developed the formula. He could probably tell a little bit
there's
about
no greater message and learning tool than peers teaching peers. No matter what age you're at, whether you're an adult or a teen, when your peer comes in, you respect your peer. And when we first met Jackson, he was not this Jackson, right? He didn't always make eye contact.
He was formulating.
He was looking at the floor.
He was getting there.
He didn't have this presence that he has now. But with JJ as a mentor, Ms.
Yeah.
Lulez, and everyone from your Avid program, look at you.
Well, it's come a long way.
How does it feel to be a mentor to all of this greatness that you, and you can just look at all of them and you see like Ferrari, you're just ready to explode and grow and be this amazing football star. And I look at all of you and I see this amazing potential that you don't even realize is there because you're in teens, but it's huge.
It's a great feeling. You know, I give God all the praise because they keep me on my toes. Because I know that if I would ever fail or get in trouble by the law or in school, then my mentees, the ones who look up to me, the kids at the Milagro Center, will feel like, oh, if Jackson did it, you know, we can do it too. Or why is he telling us to do something when he's not even, you know, practicing when he preaches? So that's the reason why I do get straight A's, or why I do respect all my elders or anyone whom I speak to, because I know there's people looking up to me. And then in that way, they're not afraid to do the right thing, because they'll know that if they fail, they'll upset me. And even if you don't got someone to look up to, I tell them that I look up to them. So that if they know that they have to stay on their toes, because I'm there behind them and I have hope for them, you know, if they don't have any hope.
That's accountability.
You know?
That's important.
Yeah.
It's important as you get older in life to find. You got Professor Larry Siegel from the show also saying hi. You got a lot of people saying hi. Noah
Because
Crane
they're
is
so
very proud of
impressed.
you guys.
Everyone's so proud and
Thank you.
impressed with what you're all achieving. What did it feel like when you met Jackson or JJ or anyone that's graduated from the program? Whoever has the mic, and you can pass it down.
Can you repeat the question?
When
again? I'm sorry.
you meet peers just like you, but you see their success, what does that do for you as inspiration?
What it do for me as an inspiration is it like helps me, like it like helps me to like want to do more and want to do better. Like, cause like I met somebody that like actually like he came from the same place that I came from and like struggled and stuff the same way I'm doing, and like but he didn't let that stop him from achieving and doing what he do. So like that like inspired me to like want to move on and grow more and more.
And I'm going to throw when someone challenged you to do something you know isn't right. As Jackson says, doing something unlawful. What do you say now versus what you might have said then? What do you do?
What do you do?
You can take it. If one of your friends or one of your peers is going to go do something unlawful.
Something that you shouldn't be doing.
Well, first off, if one of my friends were doing something, I would like think of what would Jackson would say. What would he do to say to them like, don't do this, don't do that. Like, think properly, have positive thought. Is this right or wrong for me or for others that are the little ones that are watching after me saying that? Is this what the person is doing right or wrong? Should I do it too?
What about you, Wally?
Well, if I was in that situation, I would think carefully how would this really affect me, and then I would tell the person, is this something you really want to do? Because then I could list all the things that you could get in trouble for and how it could go all wrong, or you could just come with me and do something right and probably stay away from it and not get in trouble for it.
And for you two at the end, has it changed your outlook? Sorry, Freddy. From before you were Milagro to now.
Oh yeah, we matured basically, and we just grew basically.
A lot more responsibility, positive responsibility you've taken on.
Yeah. I'll say yes. Just like he said, we grew, and it's like now we have like greatness around us. We know our greatness feels like, and
Very deep.
and like it's not 2 miles or miles away from us. It's closer than we ever thought, and we know how it feels like. All that, like what work does it put, like how much work you got to put in, and all that basically.
Well, it's interesting because people are writing in that trouble always seems, it's like water. It always seems to find you if you let it. The interesting thing now is that you guys, you're going the opposite way, and you're going to be showing and teaching this message. And the difference is in the word. You know, when you become a role model and people are looking at you, trouble's always going to be there. You know, the easiest way in life is trouble. I remember when I met this gentleman, the most thing I was impressed with was his shoes, because you were wearing that uniform, and those shoes were high gloss, and they were on point, and we had talked about the shoes, right, in another era, and we talked about the tree, and I just listened, and I listened about his message, but sometimes when something goes wrong, that changes people. It's easy to say, well, you know, I had it bad, I had to go do this, I had to spend time in jail, whatever, and that changes you when you give up on trying to do the right thing. But here you go on a program, and I applaud what you're doing, because every day you wake up to the blessing, because you see them
huge blessing
coming forward. You know, and this guy walks in the room. I told this gentleman that no matter where he goes, he is blessed. No matter what he touches will turn to gold. Depends on what he wants to do. Right? I mean, football was great for you. All this, the wrestling was great for you. Athlete of the year. I mean, who does? I've been involved in the game for over 30 years. I never ran into a high school All-American like this. Never.
You know what? I love what he says is that greatness is closer than they ever thought. That it's achievable, and that to me is so powerful. I remember,
and it's going to trickle down.
Because it's not like you're looking at these sports stars and these icons that it's unachievable. You see that anything is achievable right where you are, and that's I've got the goosebumps. That's a huge message in itself, is that you all realize that you can achieve anything you want. Let me ask you, how can people, do they pay for it? Is it funded?
Right now it's free.
Wow.
Yes, right now for
all
the summer,
free?
it will be, yes, it's free right now. And the middle school program, as we discuss it, maybe a small fee later as we establish that right now. But right now the middle school and the high school is free. Yes.
And how can people, are you
even taking
Are you
people
enrolling?
Yeah, we embrace everybody to come. We invite you to come.
So if 700 people show up, you can take them all in?
No, we can't take them all. But
we're going to need more Chick-fil-A and
the 700 people, we might have to maybe give us 2 years, and we will expand.
Maybe we use the art gallery, bring in the 700, and then let him figure out how to command it.
Yeah, the whole idea, the vision, you have to see, it's a big vision. It's not just a matter of reaching the people, you know, a small group. We have to figure out how can we expand and take this out there, because when you have something that's working on this level, we're in the fast track right now.
Right.
Express. And when I say that, I mean in terms of, what's your GPA?
3.7.
3.7.
Okay, what was your GPA last year?
2.8.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Okay?
Fast track, wow.
And it's the same thing that's going on. The GPA is increasing. And not only the GPA, but their self-esteem, the way they respect themselves, the way they carry themselves, and the way they mentor the little ones that come in. And also, we have the support of the parents, because the parents are seeing it. I see the look on the parents' face when they come in the center and they see their teen engaged. They sigh. They're like, okay, this is good. Okay, so we are reaching out to the parents, and we have a bond with the parents. We are more like a family.
How do you do it, though? How do you inspire all of these kids and increase their grades? I mean, this is no small undertaking. Increase their self-esteem. And bigger than anything else, you all want to go back the next day. It's not as if your parents say you're going to religious school and you will be there every Sunday. You all volunteer and you say, I'm going back.
I'll tell you what, it's a matter of also paying attention. You know, prime time help a lot to training. Youth voice, listening to the teens. It's not all about I say, you say. Like Tommy said to me one day, he said, Mr. Anthony, you know, adults, they always think they know it all. That stuck with me, because we don't know it all. And Tommy has taught me many things. Ferrari taught me a lot of stuff, okay? So when you talk to a teen and you let them know that, listen, you could teach me something, and I'm listening to you. What you say matters. It makes a difference. Then they would get the self-esteem, and they realize, wait a minute, this is real. You know, they have a voice. If we have we want to go on a field trip, they have a put in to say where we're going on this field trip. Options for career development. They could do input as to what kind of classes you want to bring in. So that's the environment we want to set there, and it's really like a big family.
How many girls are in the program?
We have, I would say, probably about 15, 12 or 15
So you're about
girls,
half?
huh?
Half and half?
Yeah, it's and there were no girls first. There were no girls first. I remember one person saying to me, "Good luck." When I said we're gonna have girls, he was like, "Good luck." And now I'm seeing, well, good luck. We
No
did
more girls
good.
coming. I have a question. I can
Yeah.
imagine the first day when they come, right, and
Yeah.
they're doing bad in school, and the challenge is upon you. I mean, I love the fact that you listen. I think that's important because we've always said you learn by listening, by preaching. So you have them come the first day. The challenge is on because number one, they don't want to be there, right? I mean, you guys didn't want to go to that first day. Remember that?
Very much on point.
You want to be there. Psychologically, you're like, okay, how do I get out of here as fast as hell? That's the first thing. What do I got to say to get my way out of here? Do I be, you ain't going to deal with me? I rob you if I have to because you want him out of there.
That
You
thug
want to
life,
leave,
yeah.
right? So that first day when they come is a tremendous challenge. How do you make that segue so they'll come back that second day?
Basically, it's not really, it's actually an opportunity. Because what happens is when they come in, the first thing as you walk in is a mural on the wall of the story of what we do.
Yeah.
When you walk into that center, there's 7 pictures of performing in the museum. Pictures of teens helping teens, playing like somebody teaching somebody to play the guitar.
Fire station.
Of the fire station, DPR center, DPR construction, like we offer internship. They offer internship. We have a teen right now who's going to get $15 an hour for 40 weeks, for 40 hours for the summer internship.
Really?
Yeah. So these are the opportunities that they see. They see it's real. I see one teen who was on the street the other day with the bikes and the pants hanging off the butt and everything. And I said to him the other day, I said, I see you. You're here now. That is what makes the difference. He's coming. He's going in the band room. He's playing. I'm explaining to him. And his GPA is actually not that bad. So sometimes you look at these teens and you get the wrong impression. Not realizing that this is a valuable teen right here. And you have the opportunity to make them even greater. So when they come in, basically it's an opportunity to offer them the resources that we have. We have computers that they could do headline. We have basketball court. We have the 3D. We have the creation station. We have the band room. And most of all, we have an environment where the teens feel comfortable.
There's always growth.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. If anyone listening or watching has an internship opportunity for your teens, would it be something of interest
Most
to you?
definitely. Right now,
What type of internships would you guys be looking for?
that's the question. What kind would you guys be looking for? Right now, for the teen center, this will be a focusing. For the middle school, we want to focus in on structure and getting them ready for when you get to the high school. So that this way now, you could open your mind and you could embrace and you could be receptive to different kind of internships. Wally, could you tell them about your internship right now?
You've got 2 minutes.
Really quick, yeah.
Well, I'm actually an internship for a group with Mr. Ciaran for a mechanic, auto body to fix like the body work of cars, and I've been going for a couple of weeks now, and this week, tomorrow's going to be my final lesson, and I will be graduating to get my certificate. So now on a daily Saturday, I have to go every day and start working on cars and learning how to fix them now.
Fantastic.
Hey, listen, I got a dent in my car. See me after the show.
Anyone else doing an internship?
Right now, no, but we're working on Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Who's going to be doing an internship there. We also have the DPR internship. And yes, this is the opportunity. So we want to ask you guys, if you have opportunities for internships for teens, we have teens who are willing and ready to receive it. So
how can they reach you?
out to us. They could reach us at the Milagro Teen Center. We are 340 Southwest 6th Avenue. And the phone number is 265-5727.
And ask for Mr. Tony?
Yeah, Mr. Anthony.
Mr. Anthony, okay.
And what's the area code?
561?
561?
561, yes.
Well, I don't know that from the front. I know 718. That's all I know.
Great stuff.
I would like to give one shout out to another team member who is also a leader named Mark Charles.
Oh,
a great leader.
Yeah.
And I'll be going to Florida State next Friday. Start the summer program there.
Well, you know, you always have a home here with us. Any of you do. We may keep looking into those internship opportunities. We work with a lot of people. We do a lot of networking, and you see our studio right here. And we would love to work more with the Milagro Center. If you want to get involved any which way, you know, a teen, you want to be an internship or a mentor, contact Mr. Anthony at 561-265-5727. And we'll be back in two with our second hour, Liquid BioCell. Thanks for joining us, and we will be right back.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you.
No problem.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com. Science has confirmed.
This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair, The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With vCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. vCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. vCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. vCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. vCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com. I got a guy.
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
An American Express travel representative has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a cruise planner's travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
Science has confirmed that real health comes from raw, organic, and wild foods. Essentials is a complete program of 5 products to help your body function as nature intended. Premium ancient superfood algae offers energy and stamina. Food-based digestive enzymes help prevent occasional heartburn and may reduce stress from processed foods and heavy metals. Our proprietary probiotics help support immune health, regulate bowels, and eliminate toxins. Improve your mood, mental clarity, focus, faster rejuvenation, and better sleep. Order now at eatessentialsnow.com. Essentials, life-enhancing ingredients in the palm of your hand. Eatessentialsnow.com. Science.
This is Alyssa, the Paint Girl. Car accidents happen. Get the most affordable, convenient, superior vehicle repair with concierge service. The Paint Girl provides pickup and delivery with no additional cost. Our body shops have over 30 years combined experience. The Paint Girl handles all makes, models, lease return repairs, and insurance claims. Your smart choice for vehicle repair, The Paint Girl. Call 954-691-7024. That's 954-691-7024.
The team is ready to serve you a huge portion of fun for lunch. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought, take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe, and get ready to enjoy the humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of feel-good and happy soup to help your day go easier and enjoy your break with others around you. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. The feel-good food you need to help that bagel go down nice and smoothly. If you have a story to share, anything that happened at work, play, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you today, call in toll-free 888-565-1470 right now. So sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe and let Dawn and Freddy S. get your happy juices flowing.
Welcome to all our friends in South Florida. Welcome to part 2 of today's show. Nice show.
Thank you. Actually, I had nothing to do with it.
It's really fun that you don't tell me nothing. I didn't know they were coming.
Well, I wasn't quite sure. Jackson said when he was here with JJ, Jackson Destine, he says, Miss Dawn, can I bring in the Milagro Center? I said, okay. He said, I'm going to bring in a few friends. He said,
I'm getting all static.
He says, I'm going to bring in a few friends and some of the leaders of the Milagro Center. I said, great. In walks a van full. I had no idea. And I had been to a Milagro Center when the hurricane hit back in September. It was not the same Milagro Center. The one I was at, I had met through Dawn DeMarco, and Barbara Stark was the elementary side. This was the teen center, so they work with middle school and teens. And what's so amazing about this center is it's free. So all of these kids in Delray Beach can go to an after-school program for free, be mentored, get their grades up, have a band, have art, go into different performances. Chick-fil-A gives them food. Anthony's Cold Fire Pizza gives them food.
I'm gonna go hang out over there and get
These
some
kids get
Chick-fil-A.
inspiration and they inspire each other, and it's free.
Fred, I can barely hear you guys over what it's just static.
And you know what? It gets the kids off the street. And that's the bottom line, is we're getting the kids off the street. And you know, when you work in certain communities, when kids don't have as much structure, to get them off the street for free and they want to go back, it's a win-win. So welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, Hour 2. If more information on the Milagro Center, we will get you that. You can contact Mr. Anthony. His number is 561-265-5727. If anyone wants to have their child or teen, or they know of a child or teen that is looking for some camp experience, after school, or even mentoring, reach out to them. They're also looking for internship opportunities or summer job opportunities for these kids. So that as well, and maybe we can put an internship in place for these kids. They have a video production studio. There's only 35 of them right now, and you know what? They've got room to grow. So contact them. Again, it's 561-265-5727, and they're right in the heart of Delray.
Joe,
right
is that better, Joe?
Something is creating a lot of static. I hear you fine, Fred.
Maybe
Dawn,
David's
soft,
computer next to
and the static is loud.
Maybe there's a computer next to it. All right, so we're going to keep chit-chatting. You can find us on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube.
It sounds like a loose connection or something somewhere.
At the Brooklyn Cafe TV, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. It is a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We're moving to our wellness segment, our 1 o'clock hour. We've got Renata with us from Liquid Biocell, Dr. Schillinger, a dermatologist, and now I know the backstory a little bit, and Freddy didn't even book you to come, so there's always a backstory. Everyone always has a story, so welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
We're going to talk a little bit about wellness, and we could even talk about the opioid situation that's going on. We didn't know that's where this conversation would go, but it's certainly able to go there. You good to go?
I hope so. Joe, I hope that's better, Joe.
No, check for a loose plug or something somewhere.
All right, they're going to check for a loose plug.
Perhaps a headset or a mic.
We're going to keep chit-chatting. Welcome, Renata.
Thank you.
We've got Liquid Biocell. What is Liquid Biocell? Liquid collagen.
Yes, Liquid Biocell is a natural ingredient comprised of 3 elements: liquid collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate in highly absorbable form.
So what are all of those products? I know collagen, I put on my face every day. I know hyaluronic acid goes in my facials. Why would I want to swallow it?
Because when you ingest collagen in highly absorbable form, rebuilds your body from the inside out on the cellular level. And our collagen is very different and unique than other generic collagen because its molecular structure, it's mimic our human body, and body rapidly accepts it and rebuilds from the inside out.
So we can rebuild
there you go.
Between joints and fluids, anything else like that?
Yes.
So when we're like bone on bone, and we're getting injections and painkillers injected into our joints, if we can rebuild the collagen, this will help do that?
Yes, it will help because it very closely resembles the connective tissue. And to understand better how BioCell works, every organ in our body, it's comprised of collagen, hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, different elements, and water. So basically, that's our building block, collagen, hyaluronic acid. So collagen, it's from the Greek word like kola, which means glue. So it's like
I just glued my papers.
Exactly. Which is the hyaluronic acid. It's responsible for holding the moisture. So it's like the glue and moisture what keeps us together. So basically, that's the chief component of our connective tissue. And like creams and lotions with collagen, they cannot penetrate the dermis. They only work on topical level. Our product, it's go deep to the dermis and rebuild the structure of the skin, and so removes the wrinkle from the inside out.
Well, how perfect that we have a dermatologist with us.
Oh boy. Perfect.
And I'm going to tell you, all coincidence, I didn't know you were having this gentleman come. This is my doctor. This is who I go see.
It's a small world.
And this doctor, and Linda's watching, and she's probably screaming around the place where she is. This man here saved my stepdaughter's life. Okay, so
wow.
all kidding aside, this guy knows what he's talking about. So I just wanted to make that perfectly clear. And
pressure is on.
I didn't even know he was coming, just to be honest. Now, there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you about with the collagen since I last seen you, because we're going to be doing the program and everything else, and I wanted to get your input on this because it's a liquid collagen. It's a little bit different than with pills. It gets into the system quicker, and there is a doctor named Leslie Carmen that we deal with, and Leslie does light laser, and I'm using it for neuropathy. For me, personally. And don't write to me, let's say, not changing cancer or anything else, it's me. And the 7 treatments that I had has changed the way my neuropathy feels. I feel a whole lot better.
David's phone is interfering with the mic.
That's what it is. I was going to ask him. David, stop playing with your phone. So I wanted to ask, because I know that we talked about collagen and anti-inflammatories and everything else in the system, because this gets in quicker. And I wanted to get your input on this thing. I don't know if you use laser therapy. I don't know if you're familiar with it, because I know you're
Laser or collagen?
both, because this is what we found. This is what I want to find out, if the collagen will help the anti-inflammatory. I know that the laser is helping me with my neuropathy. It's the only thing that I'm doing right now to fix that, so I know it has to be that. And I wanted to get your input on that.
Okay, and the question was?
Well, I want to know,
have
you, well, of course, but this guy's brilliant. Wait till you hear how he thinks. Collagen in the system, does it help the human body?
Okay, well, these are things we've worked with for many years. So as you correctly mentioned, when you put on a collagen cream, the molecules are generally too large. It's a big protein, so it can make the texture of the skin feel good, but it's not going to get in there. Okay, so in terms of skin, which is my area of expertise, the major support material is collagen. And one of the things we attempt to do is to stimulate collagen production through whatever methodology and prevent its destruction as well. And in the old days, when I first started training, it came out with injectable collagen, okay, which you don't hear so much about these days because there's so many other products. And that was the whole point, that the only way that worked was by injecting it with a syringe into the skin, that the topical wasn't working that well. As far as, and we're talking about a product here that you take by mouth?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense that this could possibly be helpful, and it's great if you're starting this program so you can be a testimonial one way or the other, because I will tell you there's a lot of products out there, and as dermatologists we get inundated with every company that makes every claim in the book, and there are things that work and there's things that don't work, there's things that actually worse for you, and there's things that don't do much of anything other than just cost you a lot of money. So I think the best way, and everybody has studies. Always talk about, we got doctors that did these studies and these studies. You always got to look at who paid for the study to find out whether it's a legit study. But it's great to have new things on the market with the potential like this. So I'm looking forward to hearing the results. But certainly what you're talking about, collagen, hyaluronic acid, the big injectable now that's been around for some time is the Restylane and Juvederm, and that's a hyaluronic acid that's injected into the skin because it attracts water and also will stimulate collagen. And you mentioned lasers. Laser is a term, light amplification stimulated emission of radiation is what that is. And there are thousands of different types of lasers, so not every laser is the same thing. What it is, it's a type of light applied to wherever you're applying it to that stimulates something. Okay, and on the skin we have lasers to get rid of tattoos, we have lasers to stimulate collagen, and there are professionals out there like you're doing who have a laser treatment for certain things like neuropathy. And like anything else, there are people who do well and there are people who don't do well, but it's great to have options and to kind of get some perspective on what's available.
And we get to provide options. What you're doing is called photobiomodulation.
Yeah, but if I said that, it give me a headache.
Let alone spell it.
Wait, we don't ask Freddy to spell.
No, we get...
We're going to get Jackson. Jackson can
it's
spell
a spelling
for you.
bee, Chip.
But it's all different options, and to be able to even have this consideration for your skin. I mean, your skin is incredible. I know Jen G. from V-Card. Look at her skin.
Oh my goodness.
And she says she's had no injectables.
Yeah, right.
And her skin.
Come on.
She wouldn't
Come
lie.
on, Jen G.
She's got to tell you the
wow.
truth. If you
I mean,
ask.
this woman looks like a Barbie doll.
Right? She's my age, which is over 40s.
Over 30.
And not a wrinkle, not anything. She's glowing. Your skin glows.
Yes, I use the product since 2012.
But besides the beauty effects, which we all in South Florida and the vanity of it, if we can help with some of the pain effects when you're talking bone-on-bone and joint pain, and we were talking about what you're doing as a task force for the opioid situation.
Yes.
Tell us about that, and I'm just thinking there's so many alternatives to maybe getting away from some of these prescription medications.
Well, one of my hats is chair of the Healthcare Opioid Response Task Force initiative, which is set up through the Palm Beach County Medical Society. We've been working on that since last summer, and it's our response to multiple times we heard the question, well, what are the doctors doing about this? You hear about all the state attorney work and the Sober Home Task Force, et cetera, but we needed to bring the medical people to the table. So we've been meeting for the last 8 or 9 months. We've come up with a comprehensive plan. We've brought in, shall we say, key stakeholders from all aspects of healthcare in the county, from healthcare district to the Department of Health, to fire rescue, to citizens who are involved with these things directly, VA hospital, all different levels. And as a dermatologist, I kind of come into this with a bias, or actually less bias, because I was not an expert on this, though I have studied this pretty extensively since last summer. So I have a certain degree of expertise, but I have perhaps less bias than some of the players in the field. So what we've done, we've looked at 4 aspects that need to be addressed, and this is from the healthcare community. We're looking at prevention, we're looking at rescue, we're looking at treatment and recovery. And that's all parts of the whole opioid situation. And what you're referencing is prevention. And what we need, and certainly part of our task force plan, is encouraging alternative approaches than just the traditional, here's a prescription for 100 OxyContins and call me if you need more.
But what I find so interesting and like a breath of fresh air is that the healthcare community is behind it. It's the doctors and the fire rescue, and it's not just coming down from the politicians or those writing the paperwork or the attorneys. It's those that are in the field and those that are dealing with patients and seeing people on the streets and what they need. So it's coming from the evidence that you're working with, and it's not just someone in an office writing that this is what needs to be done based on what the media is saying. It's what you're actually seeing.
Exactly, and we're soliciting the input from all of the people involved. And it's interesting because each aspect has so much diversity of opinion. Even we look at prevention, there are a lot of people pointing their fingers, well, the doctors wrote too many prescriptions. And there's statistics out there that the majority of cases of opioid addiction, overdose, is due to either dental surgery or sports injuries that were treated.
And there's also people that are getting it off the streets when the doctor didn't write the prescription. So there's a lot
Well, and that's
going
interesting because that now has become largely a consequence of, we did some great work in shutting down all the pill mills in South Florida and Palm Beach County. So the people who are getting their narcotics from the pill mills now have to go on the streets and get them. So it's very complicated. There's a lot of moving parts. We don't propose to solve this overnight, but it's an ongoing project.
It's a project. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, Alana. When we come back, more with some alternatives to healing without dealing with the opioids, more with Dr. Schillinger and Renata from Liquid BioCell, and of course, David DePino. We'll be right back.
I know, you didn't introduce David.
We'll introduce him next.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com. At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional teams...
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. V-Card fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. V-Card is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. V-Card Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Hey Dawn, do you know what CBD is?
What is CBD, Freddy?
CBD is a cannabidiol. My goodness gracious, I'm Puerto Rican and I can announce that. Cannabidiol, which is found in the hemp plant. CBD can help regulate your mood, improve your sleep, reduce inflammation, and you know what? It even increases immunity.
Did you know that our internal systems are already made to receive the CBD? It's made of natural botanicals without any psychotropic effects. Do you know what that is?
I have no idea what that means.
It means you can get healthy without getting high.
That's right. Now, people come to the studio, we give them CBD, and what's the first thing they ask me? Can I drive home? I said, did you drive here? Yes. Well, then you're going to drive home. So if you want CBD and the experience to feeling better, reducing anxiety, what do you got to do?
Give them a call at 561-674-7446. It is the #1 legal and leading CBD company in the United States. Safe for all ages. Where do you visit, Freddie?
You visit livelovecbd.com.
livelovecbd.com. Tell them Dawn and Freddie sent you. TV on a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. Look, I've got my double wands going today.
Double wands.
Double wand Wednesday.
Double fisting it.
I'm double fisting it at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. Give us a call with any questions, 888-565-1470. You can always write into our Facebook comments as well. Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Got to give a big shout out to your man over here.
I know. How can you miss this guy? This guy was a linebacker. What were you? Middle guard for Temple?
No, I played fullback, linebacker, offensive guard, and nose guard.
For
Which is
Temple?
defensive line. Nope, University of South Carolina.
Got David DePino
Gamecock.
on our set.
You were a Gamecock?
Briefly.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you played for Temple. Why did I think you played for Temple?
Because I do a lot with FAU Owls, and the Temple Owls is the other Owls mascot, as well as Rice Owls.
Wow. You played under what's his face up in South Carolina?
Briefly, freshman year.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's the name of the coach?
Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
But Lou Holtz before that. I wasn't with Lou Holtz, though.
Lou Holtz was the...
Lou Holtz actually after
he
that.
from
I'm
Notre
sorry. Yep.
Lou
He
Holtz
coached at South Carolina as well.
Lou Holtz also was the coach of the New York Jets.
And Army, I believe, too, right?
Yeah.
At one point?
Yeah. And
There
do
we
you
go.
know Lou Holtz? Well, I met him for John Hancock. He was the speaker when I graduated. I don't know what the hell for. And I met him. And he spoke to me about 15 minutes about life. And Lou Holtz was one of those guys, when he spoke, you listened. Changed my life.
Definitely.
Met him in
Like
Boston.
to be a fly on the wall
So, hey,
there.
Freddie, what's David doing on our set today?
I know. How you doing here,
What
baby?
you doing here
Great.
today?
I just want to say hello, South Florida and beyond, because that's my
This is
tag that I
why,
started
yeah.
on my shows. I do some radio shows. But I'm just happy to have Dr. Brent Schillinger here. He's on staff at Delray Medical Center. He's going to share also any other info. I don't know if you're on staff with any other tenant hospitals.
I think West Boca.
Okay, there we go. West Boca
Dermatology,
Medical
we try
Center.
to stay away from the hospital.
Yeah.
But we're there just in case.
Just in case. So I work for Tenet Florida Physician Services, which is inside of Tenet. It's an employed physician group, and I work closely with the 11 Tenet Health hospitals in South Florida. So what I really wanted to bring on Dr. Schillinger, I actually would like to see Dr. Schillinger myself, because I don't know if you've heard this before, but I only had one skin ailment when I was a kid. I had a mole removed. I feel like my family medicine physician burned it off with that the cold stuff.
Liquid nitrogen.
There you go. And it went by quick. But once I became an adult after 19, I seemed to be growing things, skin tags, cysts, and I got a little melting pot of everything.
Things,
so
Freddy.
is that something you can help like a middle-aged guy with?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
And we have various options. We were talking about options. Various options, from cutting them off to freezing them off to telling you to live with it to other magical potions.
You know, when I went to see Doc, I went with Linda because Linda needed some work done. And I said, you know what, I'm here, might as well take a look. And he looks at your body from top to bottom, right? When I left there were bandages everywhere.
I remember you coming to work the next day.
I took a
Quick
picture.
though, I bet, right?
But he sprays here, he's looking here.
And how did it heal up?
It's fantastic.
He had Band-Aids here, hacking there.
I sent the picture. I said, this is what you're looking to my family. It says, oh my God, what happened to you? Now, I didn't plan on it, but I spent the whole weekend in bed. I was like, okay, I'm not going to move.
Oh, boy.
But I'm going to tell you, it is remarkable.
Well, I believe in action. You know, someone comes in with a problem, we're not there just to talk about it and think about it and go home and think and think and think. It's like, you want to do something, let's do it right now.
Yeah, and we
We
did
don't
it.
hesitate.
And we did. And he sprays that cold thing on you. All over, baby.
And
it's
it
all
numbs it
over.
up. But
It's going on a
especially,
hot day.
but especially in summer, you know, we're in South Florida, we've got summer, sunscreen, melanomas. You got to get it checked out. Anything in question, get it checked out.
Well, let's put that in context, because you were talking before about aging, et cetera, and prevention. And in skin, prevention is a very big factor, and it's human behavior. And here, living in Florida, which is one of the sunniest places in the country, I think we're number 2 next to New Mexico, or number 3, New Mexico and Arizona. But we're pretty high up on the list with like 250 some odd sunny days, and a lot of strong sun, and a lot of people who've moved here because they like the weather. But the sun, while it can make you feel good, it also can do a lot of damage to the skin. And we know skin cancer is on the rise, including the deadliest skin cancer, which is melanoma. And that's why people have to be careful. And besides cancer, because a lot of people have this kind of attitude, well, I can just go and get the cancer treated. I want to look good, so I'm going to sit in the sun. It makes you look old before your time.
You dry up, don't you?
And, well, it causes, we were talking about collagen and hyaluronic acid, and there's other factors, elastin and other substances that basically become damaged from the ultraviolet exposure of the sun. So care and caution and moderation, that's the key. You know, I never tell people you have to 100% stay away, because they're not going to listen anyway. But moderation, meaning if you can, avoid the worst, strongest hours of the day, like between 11 and 2. If you're going to be outside for more than 20 minutes, you should use a sunscreen, at least a number 30. Put it on half an hour before you go outside, because it needs time to absorb. And protective clothing. The hat that you're wearing there today, Freddy, is a good example.
I got a bigger hat.
And the bigger one is even better.
That's what I wear. It's like a giant umbrella.
Bigger the better. Okay.
I want to be. I'd rather be under an umbrella at the beach. Linda hates it.
I'm doing the same.
But you put it on 5 minutes, you go into the ocean, it's going to come off. And then I wanted to ask you, sunscreen 30, they did a report. It's really 30 really generates into like a 15, 14. It's really not a 30. Is that true?
Well, the numbers are a little tricky. Basically, what the number means specifically is if normally you would get a burn in 10 minutes, then with a number 30, it would be 30 times 10. So it would take you 300 minutes, which would be a lot of time before getting a burn. So that's kind of what the numbers mean. And those numbers only apply to one form of the ultraviolet light, which is the ultraviolet B, which are the burning rays. And there's a lot of other rays involved. So it's a long answer to a simple question. Really, the higher the number, the better. But higher than 30 probably doesn't make a lot of difference. It's more important the ingredients. And in the last few years, there's been a lot of move towards the more, shall we say, natural, less chemical ingredient. I mean, everything is a chemical, come on. But more the things like zinc oxide and iron oxide and titanium dioxide, which are physical blocks. If you remember when we were little kids, the lifeguards with those
The
white noses.
Like Desitin.
Exactly. You know, you could use that. Just
You
most
could put
people.
Desitin in your body?
on your
You
face.
could do that. It would protect you from the sun, but it's a little messy. Most people are not going to do it.
Desitin in this beach
Imagine it
and the
melting.
sand. I love it. I would look like the zombie man.
But it's
I
that
would
zinc
love it.
oxide is what it is. It prevents diaper rash or prevents a sunburn.
I love Desitin.
But modern technology now, they're able to micronize the particles. So the zinc and the titanium are the microscopic particles suspended in the vehicle, in the lotions. So you can put it on, they're very elegant, and it's a physical block. All the chemicals that we've had over the years, like the PABAs and the oxybenzones, while really relatively effective, they absorb the light, and some of it gets into the skin, and there's other questions as to how safe those are. They're probably fairly safe, don't worry, but to be even safer, these traditional mineral chemicals, these mineral elements, actually will reflect the light. So you put plenty of that on your skin, and it's almost like putting Desitin on, but it's much more elegant.
Okay.
So we like those, and you know, a lot of the patients, women in particular, are upset with some of the things the sun does, which has caused brown spots on the face and discolorations throughout the skin.
Now, in the hands, when they have the spots, they call that liver spots. Isn't that liver
They
spots?
call it liver. You know why?
Why?
It's the color of liver.
Is that what it is?
Don't think about Portnoy's complaint.
Oh,
They're
okay.
age spots, age sun damage.
Age spots.
I
Is
put
that what it-
sunscreen on every day under my makeup.
Okay, all right. I'm
Every
not
day.
going to get into
But liver
this.
spots, if you go into
Every day.
Publix and you take a look at the liver,
Color of the liver?
it's the color of those spots. Okay,
So-
so it has nothing to do with your liver.
It has nothing to do with the liver. So does it have to do with damage from the sun? Is that what's going on?
Generally speaking, it'll stimulate the melanin in the skin, and it produces those type of discolorations. Particularly common in ethnic skin, in Hispanic women are like obsessed with having this type of problem. And the best sunblock to prevent that, I believe now, is the ones that have these particles of zinc or iron, because it not only blocks the ultraviolet light, which we've been concerned with for many years because it causes cancer and it causes the aging, but a lot of the spots we're seeing are perhaps caused by visible light. And the previous formulations of sunscreen didn't necessarily block the visible light. So we're looking hard to find good products that have iron oxide and zinc and titanium.
Think about it, even when you're driving, your driving arm on the window.
I used to burn this on all the time.
See, that's what it
Even
is.
with the window up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a certain amount of light does come in.
And it hurts.
It's about prevention. Let's talk. Today's about prevention, anti-aging, fixing it all.
Well,
with
this is why anything you can take to help, because you do live. I mean, you drive like a prune. I've seen people, guys and girls are golfers. They love playing golf, and they go out there and they're literally drying up, and you can see them when they come in. You go, you got a problem.
Well, because not only is it at the outside of your face and the external of what you look like in the skin, you're losing moisture, which means you got to be losing it everywhere. And when you're golfing and you're outside playing sports, and you've got the joint mobility issues, because everything is, right, ladies, I know we're all driving up from the inside out, that too. But I can say that, Renata can say that, and Jen can laugh, yes.
Just two facts. There's actually a driver's side melanoma. I had a friend who had it.
Really?
Yep. And from driving the same way to work every day. And then also the other thing I was going to mention that was at the tip of my tongue, and I just forgot it. But I will mention it in a second.
What's on the left side if you're in the States, but if you're in the UK or the Bahamas, you may see more of that on the right side.
You got to move. You got to
It's
go
the
back
left
and
side.
forth.
Keep your arm down.
Drive a different way to work. The other thing was we're talking about melanoma before, and I had interviewed you once for the Boca newspaper. So Bob Marley had melanoma. I don't know if you know
In
that.
the toes, right?
Yeah, in his big toe.
Exactly, under his toenail.
Yep, I heard about
And
that.
he was a big soccer player. He thought he had just maybe banged
Bruised
it
it.
into had a bruise from the soccer, so he kind of ignored that. And he actually is the poster boy for melanoma and people with darker skin. When you think, oh, I'm totally protected, I don't need to be careful with the sun.
Everyone has to be careful.
And Doc,
with
I
the
want
sun.
you to repeat that if you put on sunscreen a half hour when you're on the beach and then you run into the ocean, it's like putting nothing on?
Well, there's different controversies there. So
No, it's not controversial. You're 100%
The first point
right.
I made was you should put it on before you go outside because it's a reaction with your skin, generally speaking. And if you put it on hot, moist skin, it may slide right off. That's number one. Number two, I don't think there's anything that is totally waterproof. You'll see most of the products will say water resistant. So it means if you perspire, if you go in the pool, the ocean, it may still be working, but it's also good advice to reapply it after a couple of hours.
Reapply it. And Renata, I want to ask you, why do we have so many different products sitting on this table?
Because we have a little bit different line. All the proprietary ingredients, the biocell, is throughout the line. But like the skin has other ingredient added, just typical for skin, like ceramide, vitamin C, bamboo extract, and the Life, which is the mainly for joints, has highly concentrated resveratrol added and 13 antioxidant superfruits
like
that
drinking a lot of
reduce
wine.
the inflammation in the joint.
Drinking a lot of wine.
The sport for people who are active have BCAAs, radiola extract for muscle recovery, for like performance. So people who really like work out a lot. And we have Pure, which is the pure biocell. People who are allergic to fruits, they cannot have fruit or they cannot have sugar. They have benefits of the biocell without anything else added.
That's the one you're going to go on.
Yeah, I mean, that's
It's
the one that
Pure.
I can only take.
But just based on the segment that we're talking about is skincare and anti-aging and sports and being outside, these two might be the good ones that people would
Yes.
maybe consider, the skin and the sport.
The skin and the sport, yeah, especially for younger people who like want a preventative, like doctor said, everything is in preventative and they want to start younger age. So they take the skin, so they don't want to have wrinkles. They want to maintain the level of the hyaluronic acid and collagen high in the body. And we have 37 independent clinical trials, and one of the studies shows that within 28 days of daily intake of the biocell, which is 2 tablespoons a day, the level of hyaluronic acid in the blood increases 6,000%.
So what does that mean?
That means that because hyaluronic acid is responsible for the moisture, so you getting the moisture back, you're getting the suppleness, plumpness to your skin, and like you said, every single organ in the body is hydrated.
Because
we
always
it's from
drink
the
water, it's
inside
hydration
out.
from the inside
Yes.
out. You think as we age, you know, no matter how you work out, sometimes your skin just gets a little less collagen, a little less elasticity, and everything starts sagging. You call them bat wings, you know, all those things.
I never said that. No, don't.
But even when you just look at your skin, it's got that crepey feeling. Now women are
Yes.
putting this gold flake on it, so it doesn't look as crepey, but it's all about the moisture.
Gold flake.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is gold flake powder. I know, welcome to my brain.
Gold flake
So
powder.
it deflects the light differently.
That helped
It doesn't
me.
help, it just helps for the visibility
That's
of
a 24 karat gold?
it. Why not?
The dipping chicken in New York in 24
I
karat
saw
gold.
that.
Saw that? You had to, it cost you $1,000 for a plate of chicken. And they're
Dip it in
dipping it,
gold.
and you're eating the gold.
So it's, you can just put it on your body, but you know, instead of covering up, let's see if we
Desitin,
can
baby.
help it from the
I
inside
can even
out.
spray paint it gold.
You never know what's going on here.
Desitin.
Desitin and gold. Whoever thought we'd be talking about
The
that
only thing
today?
is Desitin stays
You
white.
and Rowan can share it.
Me and Rowan. Hey, baby. Hey, Rowan. Let me some of that Desitin.
You and Rowan.
Can you imagine? Does Desitin come in a spray?
I've
No.
always seen like the.
It's like
the
Boudreaux's butt paste.
Yeah.
It's the pasty stuff.
The butt paste.
It's the
And
butt
I
paste.
use it on my kids.
I know.
Wow, I got a new friend.
But skin and sport, the Pures, when you're going to go on no fruit, which means I could take it this way. I don't have all the extra antioxidants to burn my stomach. No sugar. And the Life is?
It's resveratrol, which is highly concentrated. Like I'm sure you heard about. It's like the.
Look, I can wish them all with my wands.
I know somebody who's actually on your product and they swear by it.
Yes,
And
I mean
I'm
I
gonna
have
tell
a
you,
lot of happy people.
She looked incredible. And I asked her which one specifically she was drinking. She wouldn't tell me.
I think she's on the Life.
No, she wouldn't tell me. It was like a secret.
All right,
Just
let's
a
go.
second.
And there is one more thing
Yeah.
I want to mention. There is an enzyme in the body called hyaluronidase. I'm sure you, doctor, know that. The product counteract the enzyme. So basically, not only as you age you lose the hyaluronic acid, then the enzyme also diminish your hyaluronic acid.
All right, we're going to take a commercial break and come back. We're going to talk about hyaluronic what?
Acid.
No, the other one.
Hyaluronidase.
Hyaluronidase. We'll be right back to learn more about hyaluronidase at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We'll be right back. Hyaluronidase.
Are you ready? Does your family have an emergency preparedness plan? BeBetterPrepared.info is an affordable way to prepare yourself and your family for the worst. Stock up with emergency gear and the knowledge you need to be ready in case of an emergency. From first aid, safe water supplies, to shelter, BeBetterPrepared.info is a convenient way to quickly stock up on survival and camping gear at an affordable, pre-packaged price. Order Elite Ready Pack to get started. No matter what the situation, go to BeBetterPrepared.info and you will be prepared if disaster strikes or for your camping needs. Are you ready? Does your family have an emergency?
I am Crunchy because knowledge is power. Crunchy is a revolutionary line of safe and high-performing toxin-free cosmetics that are redefining beauty. You no longer have to sacrifice your health for your beauty or your beauty for your health. Be conscious about what are in your cosmetics and how they affect your body. Contact me at 703-509-2592 or explore at crunchywithanI.com/Liz Sant, LIZSANDT. Again, it's 703-509-2592.
Discover how you can unleash your body's natural regenerative power with Liquid BioCell. A scientifically proven, holistic anti-aging supplement, Liquid BioCell redefines the way we age and how we perform. Formulated with an exclusive collagen and hyaluronic acid combination, Liquid BioCell supports joints, muscle fitness, and restores youthful skin from within. Contact Renata at 561-306-7176 or visit 4health4beautyonline.com. Anti-aging from the inside out. Call today, 561-306-7176.
Thank you for coming back. And remember, caring is sharing. So if you're watching the show today, please share it and send it out and send this strong. And those people in New York, you know what? You may be the boys from Brooklyn, but they ain't nothing like the Brooklyn Cafe.
We're back at the Brooklyn Cafe on a wonderful Wellness Wednesday, 888-565-1470. We're going to talk about hyaluronidase.
What?
And we're talking about skin and
Who went on a
skincare.
date?
I don't know if you went on a date, hyaluronidase, because we're talking about hyaluronic acid, collagen, and anti-aging from the inside out, which is so important you don't even realize it's an option because you think as you get older, there's nothing else you can do.
Yeah, but there's a product that can reverse the aging from the inside out.
And what product would that be?
That will be Liquid BioCell, orally, highly absorbable by the body.
And people can find the products at 4health4beautyonline.com. It's 4?
That's 2 4s?
That's 2
That's
2s
8.
make a 4. 4health4beauty.
That's 8.
Online.com.
We should just call it 8.
4. Got it?
Got it.
And you're going to try the Pure
Yes.
for your diabetes.
4. You know what? Get into the game. That's
But
all I
you
can
know
tell
what? So many of the things we were talking to the doctor before about the toxins, and we're all exposed to toxins and chemicals. And even though every product is made of different elements, and you can call them chemicals, but there are some chemicals that are good for you that you want to replace that your body has.
Like
Like we talked
Desitin.
about CBD, the endocannabinoid system that our bodies are all
Yes.
ready equipped to take in the cannabidiol. And this as well, our bodies already have the collagen and the hyaluronic acid, so we're just replenishing what our body knows that it needs.
That's right, Peter. If you're listening, CBD will help you with your issues, but this stuff will also help you with your issues. Now, you said that there are 4 different bottles.
Yes.
Each one is attacking the body differently?
Yes, they designed for a little different, like group age, and like I said, the sport in the skin for younger people who are really active or they want a preventative. The life is for people like they said over 35.
The mature
that
people like
having
us.
issues with joints, and the pure is people who allergic to fruits or they cannot have sugar. So they have a pure biocell. They can benefit from the collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate.
Now, is this only found in the United States or is it in Europe?
In Canada,
Canada?
United States, and actually this week they
Yeah, I heard there's a big launch coming out.
in Germany and France. So now,
Yeah, because we contacted some of our producers because this show is
In France?
actually shown in France.
so it's not in
So-
France yet. They will be announced. Big
But they want to know when
launch
it's okay.
this
So we just have to
weekend.
keep them abreast as to.
And if we wanted an overall product, instead of drinking 4 different kinds, we just want a good everything, which one would it be?
I would recommend the Life in the beginning, especially if Resveratrol is highly beneficial for your body, like cardiovascular, and the superfruits. There is 14 unique superfruits like noni, jujube, mangosteen, napal, very unique. So they reduce the inflammation and they have additional benefits for the body on the top of the biocell. So you have a biocell, resveratrol, and the superfruits,
And the
like
superfruits.
in the Life. The only one has the resveratrol is the Life.
Or you can do the pure. So if you're sensitive like you to sugar or me to superfruits because of the concentration of the acidity of the superfruits, we
You
have an
can have
option.
the
We can do the
pure.
pure. Because remember I drank a product and they told me it was going to be so good. It was filled with superfruits. It like burnt a hole in my stomach. Just saying I can't do that.
I don't know. I think I listened to her because I saw.
Exactly, so
I saw
we're
you
gonna
at
go with the
juice.
pure.
At juice.
Yeah, not so good.
Juice
It wasn't a good
Buzz.
choice.
And you guys, you and the gang had a shot.
Juice Buzz was a great choice. The shot I did, since I've got all these ulcer
Which
issues,
might be
was
great.
not a good idea.
But what was in that? That was like nuclear.
It was delicious though.
I don't know. I stood outside because I couldn't even take it. I had like all the cinnamon or
With
something.
the chaser of orange?
Yeah,
That's
what
how you
was
know
that?
you're old when you're going to the Juice Buzz place to do shots at 5 o'clock on a Friday.
And they're drinking this stuff that was like, I don't know what
Kombucha.
it was.
No, they actually have
That's
a
good.
they have a kombucha
Was it
keg
kombucha?
there,
No,
but
it wasn't
kombucha.
kombucha.
They have kombucha on tap.
They
Yeah.
do. But this was a shot.
Isn't that funny? Kombucha on tap. How can people find your products?
They can directly contact me at 561-306-7176.
That's right. And if you want,
forhealth4beautyonline.com.
and you want more information, want to bring it into your store, the way the doc did in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
give them a
you're
call.
just in a new med spa now in Fort Lauderdale, correct?
Yes, and the doctor recognized the active ingredients and read all the clinical studies, and he said he wanna add to the procedures and medical treatment he does because it's from the inside and whatever he does from the outside. So it's kind of a dual effect.
Living Well Med Spa, you brought him on.
Oh, Dr. Frank Wittenberger.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, I
that
talked
whole
to him
name.
today.
Yes.
That whole name.
So
Yeah.
he was on with Renata, and he was so impressed by the products and for his med spa that he is now carrying the line of products in the spa.
And he's
in
a
Fort Lauderdale.
Harvard
Yes.
trained general surrun as
Yeah,
well.
and he used
He's
to
led
run.
a
He used to run
bunch of hospital
hospitals,
groups.
yeah. He used to
Yeah,
run
he's
hospitals.
great. I was thinking that in my mind. I was
Right
wondering
away.
if he could drop his name, and I was like, yes.
That's how this
We're gonna
whole.
let you drop
So
the name
he's gonna do it interventionally, and then you're gonna
Yes.
work from
from the
the other
inside
side,
out.
inside out. Yeah.
So you know it just all meets
Exactly.
in the
And then
middle.
when
Like
everybody
from the
finishes
inside
doing
and
Or I
out.
had that out. I had that
From-
backwards.
And when they
There we
finish
go.
doing that whole thing, they come see Doc and they just get fine tuned and
There
make
you
sure
go.
everything's in place.
You
I'm
just
gonna
got to
come
make
see him.
fine tune. You got. It's all about prevention, and in South Florida, and as we age, it's always about prevention. I'm always under an umbrella, always with sunscreen, or I don't even
I
go
can
outside.
imagine you under an umbrella with a big hat and
You
glasses.
don't
That
even
would
know.
be so
For me to
hilarious.
go sit outside, my husband says, "All right, the chair's set up for you. It's in the corner with the umbrella. It's all in the shade. You got to do what you got to do." But back in the day in college, I went to University of Miami. It was suntan U. We'd sit on top of the dorms with the silver thing from our cars, you know, from the wind shear blockers. And that's what we did. It was the silliest thing ever.
We used to take record albums. That's how far back we go. Record albums that opened up,
Open it
aluminum
up.
foil inside, and kind of sit there. And a sunny day. I went to school in Albany, so there weren't so many sunny days, but we did that. But prevention is key. Beyond prevention, though, early intervention. So particularly on the skin, when you see something a little weird that appears, you don't want to just say, I'm going to wait till it goes away. Now, if it comes out this afternoon, you don't have to come in tomorrow morning. But usually, if something unusual shows up on your body and it persists for more than, say, 4 to 6 weeks, and you know it doesn't look normal, things that show up that kind of bleed on their own, stuff that just looks weird, it's worth looking into. Because prevention is the most important thing, but if you couldn't prevent something and something actually happened, then you need to get in early. And, you know, as human beings, a lot of us do what they call denial. It's like, oh, it's not really anything going on. And that happens whether it's on the skin or whether it's in your mouth or in your bones. And from a medical perspective, if you can treat something fairly early on, usually the prognosis is much better than putting it off.
And how can people find you? Your
How can
phone
they
number?
find me?
Your office number?
How can they find me? I have a website. A simple website is drbrentschillinger.com, BRENTSCHILLINGER, or the office that I'm located in is in Delray Beach on 3100 South Federal Highway, phone number 561-278-1362.
And get a maintenance. You know, once a year, come see
You should
Doc.
go get a whole
At
body
least once
scan.
a year. So even if you don't think because you can't see things. He found things on me I haven't seen. Parts of me I'm never going to see.
I'm never going to see
So
them.
so you go.
Unless you have 2 mirrors, then you can kind of angle.
Not even.
Parts of things he doesn't want to see either, but that's his job.
Doc, you know, you walk around like
Exactly.
this because nobody wants to admit that maybe there's something going on. So if you just have a yearly
And another
maintenance.
point there, when it comes to intervention, there's different levels. And I've been doing this for a lot of years, and I will tell you, a lot of times the simple works better than the more complicated. And a lot of people complain, oh, you know, the doctors, they just want to do procedures so they can just bill a lot of money, et cetera. And the truth is, sometimes that is the case. So I come from a perspective where I like to look at all the options. And if we can err on the simple side, I think that's much better. We have to look at, you know, the whole healthcare arena now has gotten to be so expensive that every element of healthcare needs to start taking a look at why are things so expensive. And we can't just be doing procedures because they're the most expensive. And sometimes, you know, one procedure may be a little bit better than a simple one, but when it's 10 times the price and inconveniences the patient that much more, it's not the right procedure. So this is a very important part of my philosophy.
Let's look at the simple. And when you're talking about fixing it after prevention, what are we doing? Simple is always easiest, sometimes less expensive, easier to do. Same thing with your collagen products. Simple is, you know what, maybe not needing the injections in your knees, maybe not needing the injections in your face, but actually healing and anti-aging from the inside out and lubricating everything and have more energy.
Yes.
And just a youthful glow about you. And talk about simple, 2 tablespoons a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night. You really can't get easier than that, right?
Yeah,
Goes with all our supplements. When I open my cabinet now, my supplements fall out. My supplements have supplements. I think they're breeding. I mean, you've got essentials. So many amazing products come across our table, and we do vet them all.
I have to order more essentials. I gave out my last 2 packs.
And one thing we do at the Brooklyn Cafe TV is we have amazing conversations and we share the information, but we do vet and try every single product that comes across this table.
Yes, we do. And we
You
won't.
have not tried the crunchy makeup, but I have to tell you, I love my crunchy makeup. Talk about toxin-free. It's all toxin-free, gluten-free, the lipstick, no lead, nothing in it, nothing artificial, and it's safe and it's good for your skin, and can't beat that either.
Well, the people from the gang, the girls that are using it, I can't get over how
Mrs.
soft
Florida.
the stuff is, and if it doesn't have any toxins, even more power to you.
And it stays on all day. So it's always about sharing. It's important, but you know what? I can actually go from this show to doing a night show with you, and it stays. So
I'm amazed.
You're amazed. I'm
Holy
amazed too.
smokes!
It doesn't fall in your wrinkles.
And I want to thank David DePino
Thank
for
you,
coming
David.
in.
Thank you for having me again. If I could just mention, Dr. Schillinger didn't share, but he does a lot of charity care, and actually with Lenny Kravitz in the Bahamas. So that may be a topic for another show if you'd like to have him back.
Thank you, David. I know you're going to bring us someone next Wednesday and the following Wednesday.
Yeah,
So
Wellness
thank you to
Wednesdays,
David.
right?
Wellness Wednesday.
I get it now.
Wonderful Wellness Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Everyone be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.